The Cursed Diary. In the small town of Willow Creek, nestled between dark, towering woods, there was an old bookshop that had been there for as long as anyone could remember. Dusty and dimly lit, the shop was crammed with ancient tomes and forgotten relics. It was the kind of place where secrets were buried beneath layers of time. One rainy afternoon, a curious teenager named Lucy stumbled upon the shop while seeking shelter from the storm. She had always been drawn to the mysterious and the unknown, so the bookshop seemed like the perfect place to explore. As she wandered through the narrow aisles, she noticed a small, leather-bound book on a high shelf, its cover cracked with age. The book seemed out of place among the larger, more ornate volumes, and something about it piqued her interest. She reached up and carefully pulled it down. It was a diary with a brass lock that clicked open the moment she touched it, as if it had been waiting for her. Intrigued, Lucy tucked the diary into her bag and made her way home, the storm still raging outside. Once in her room, she opened the diary, expecting to find the musings of a long-forgotten person. Instead, she found the pages blank, except for a single sentence scrawled on the first page. "What you write becomes your reality." Curiosity overcame caution, and Lucy decided to test the diary's claim. She wrote a simple line, "Tomorrow I will find a 4-leaf clover." She closed the diary and went to bed, thinking it was all just a bit of fun. The next morning, as she walked to school, Lucy spotted a patch of clover by the roadside. She bent down and, to her amazement, found a 4-leaf clover nestled among the ordinary ones. A chill ran down her spine, but excitement soon took over. She hurried home after school, eager to test the diary further. Over the next few days, Lucy wrote small things in the diary, finding lost items, having a good day at school, little wishes that all came true. But with each entry, the diary seemed to take on a life of its own. The ink would dry instantly, and the pages would turn on their own as if urging her to write more. Then, one night, in a moment of frustration after a fight with a friend, Lucy wrote something she immediately regretted. "I wish Sarah would disappear." She closed the diary quickly, hoping it was just a silly thought, nothing more. The next day, Sarah didn't show up at school. The teacher said she had moved away suddenly, without saying goodbye. Lucy's heart sank. She ran home, threw the diary into a drawer, and vowed never to write in it again. But the diary wasn't finished with her. That night, as Lucy lay in bed, she heard the faint sound of pages turning. She got up, trembling, and opened the drawer. The diary was open, and new words had appeared on the page. "The wish cannot be undone." Terrified, Lucy tried to burn the diary, but the flames wouldn't touch it. She buried it in the backyard, but the next morning, it was back on her desk, pristine and waiting. Desperate, she wrote a final plea in the diary, "I wish I had never found this book." The next day, Lucy woke up to find the diary gone. Everything seemed normal again, except for one thing. No one in town remembered Sarah. It was as if she had never existed. Even Lucy's own memories of her friend began to fade, replaced by an overwhelming sense of loss and guilt. Years later, the old bookshop remains in Willow Creek, and sometimes a leather-bound diary appears on its shelves, waiting for the next curious soul to open it and write their fate.